Welcome to Pop Analysis, where I talk, you listen, and that's really about it. This'll be for the week of
September 19th, 2017.
More than 3 new things to talk about this time, yeah. Krystian Zimerman, one of the world's greatest currently living pianists, performed some of the last piano sonatas written by Franz Schubert shortly before he died. Fun fact, these piano sonatas were not published until 10 years after he had died.
Hope survives when it seems that life is over in the darkest night.
Not exactly classical style singing on the entire album, but y'all know how I feel about some of these things that makes it on the classical charts, so I'm not going to belabor the point. Like I just said, I am not going to belabor my opinion on what is happening in the classical charts.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Tim Bowman, jazz guitarist straight out of Detroit, and with this album you can go straight into the blue. His marketing team should really pay me for that. Mike Stern, another very talented jazz guitarist, and having these two albums back to back is actually a great way to show the diversity that exists within jazz guitar.
Singing,
I love rock and roll.
When I was a hitchhiker on the road, I had to count on you, but you needed me to ease the load and
It's interesting to note that all the tracks on this album were actually recorded in one night back in 1976. The album was really supposed to be released, right after that, but the record executives weren't exactly impressed, thus it's being released, like 40 years later.
can't bear to think this might be the end. But you and I both know the road is my only true friend.
And all the real estate in my mind is for sale, it's all been subdivided.
So Johnson has said that this album was inspired by 3 things: camping, surfing, and his displeasure with Donald Trump. One of these things is not like the other.
Still destroy you some days. Sleep well, please. Sleep as well, please. I'll still destroy you some days. Sleep well, please.
It's artists like these guys that really push the boundaries of what it means to be a rock band. So props to them for developing something. So close to having something new in every genre. Oh well. Third studio album by electronic music duo ODESZA, and their first one under their new label, the Foreign Family Collective. Props to them for doing battle against the Chainsmokers and Calvin Harris, dominating the electronic charts as of late.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please.
And all the real estate in my mind is for sale, it's all been subdivided.
This was actually meant to be released earlier, but Jack Johnson only writes, and I quote, when he feels like it, to make it natural,
I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have a lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to.
All about that EXO tour life, am I right? Seriously though, thank God, I'm tired of seeing just the Chainsmokers and Calvin Harris all the time.
I'll still destroy you some days. Sleep well, please. Sleep as well, please. I'll still destroy you some days. Sleep well, please.
Apparently this is a great example of what's known as art rock, so there's that.
Ain't it funny how life changes? As you wake up, ain't nothing the same, and life changes. As you
Thomas Rhett's first #1 studio album. And it's here to remind you that country is still a thing. A moment of silence for Kendrick Lamar's Damn that has finally fallen from the top 5.
And now I need some help for the maestro, please. Maestro.